There are few people, I think, who are not aware of the murder, assassination, the killing of Charlie Kirk, one of the most well-known young conservative men in the country, 31 years old, married, I think, only about 4 years, with 2 children. He's been an evangelical Christian. His wife is Catholic. The children are being raised Catholic. And as of late, he had his marriage in the church raised to the level of a sacrament. He has been speaking about our Blessed Mother. He, it appears, was on his way to the Catholic Church in instruction. And we mourn with millions his tragic, as we would say, untimely death. It's simply a symptom of our degrading culture who do not know God, who live without purpose, and who take out their purposeless, meaningless, rebellious lives on those who believe. It's a tragic situation. I read this morning the situation in England. John Smeaton, head of the Voice of the Family, has written about the Archbishop of England and the bishops who have approved the LGBTQ teaching in Catholic schools as part of the curriculum and have mandated that parents have no say whatsoever in it. In Catholic schools, they're allowing parents to see the curriculum but not to say a word about it. So we can fight that. We're fighting it in our own country. But as I've often said, parents, the only solution is for you to live the vocation God has given you and homeschool your children. If we don't change our priorities, we're going to be doomed by the evil culture in which we live. Do we have the power to live our Catholic faith? Absolutely yes. God will give us the grace to live every single directive he has given us for our life, for our health, for our well-being in this world and our happiness with him forever. We lack nothing. And I've said it before, I continue to believe it. The reason that the world is in the awful state that it's in today is because of Catholics, us. If Catholics in America alone lived their faith, we would not have had the awful presidents we've had, destroying our culture, destroying our faith, sinking this country into utter evil and destruction. There are enough Catholics who, if they live their faith, we would have elected pro-life presidents, pro-life everybody, not prelates and not administrators who say, well, I personally am against abortion, but I don't have a right to tell others. Oh, yes, you do. God has told us, and you have every right to tell society what God has told us. The separation of church and state is a fallacy. The state was established to protect the church, to protect Christians. This is supposed to be a Christian country, founded on Christian principles. It is no longer a Christian country. We can fight for the Constitution, but if we don't live it, it's of no avail. And for the most part, I've said this many, many times, Catholics do not live their faith. 20% of us perhaps do. But for the most part, you cannot tell the difference between Catholics and the rest of the world, and between Christians and the rest of the world, but especially Catholic Christians. Our divorce rate's the same. Our contraception rate is the same. Our abortion rate is the same. We look like the world. We are dressed as immodestly as the world. We shop on Sundays and make those serve us for whom it's supposed to be a day of rest. And if Catholics lived their faith, stores would once again, as they used to be closed on Sunday. And the rest of the world would find they're alone on Sundays because the streets would be empty and the stores would be closed and there wouldn't be a restaurant open, demanding that people serve us so we could enjoy our day off. It's not a day off. It is a day of rest from worldly things, from the world itself. I don't know what to do, beloved. I grieve at this. I know many of you grieve at this. I wish there was something I personally can do. Charlie Kirk did what he could and he was Christian, an outstanding Christian man, but he based all his arguments on simple, moral facts of right and wrong. He didn't preach his religion. He could answer any question apart from Scripture. Abortion, anything at all apart from Scripture. Common sense. Beloved, if you'd like to support Mother Miriam Live, simply click to donate to thestationofthecross.com and allow us to continue to provide you with true Catholic programming. If any of you, I'm just saying this because my heart longs to put my arms around the world, and I grieve that every single soul not only does not know Christ, but our world, our young people are sinking into the mire. They are slowly sinking to hell, and there's no way out if they don't hear and believe the truth. And what we say is immaterial to them. It's our thoughts against theirs if we don't live it. I remember Malcolm Muggeridge's conversion. He spent time with Mother Teresa, and not only not what she preached by what she said, but by her life. Her life, living her faith, is what converted this atheist. And he wrote the book titled Something Beautiful for God. And he became Catholic because of her example. Parents, you mourn that your children have turned away from the faith because you say they were raised Catholic, but were they? Were they raised in a Catholic home? Or were they raised by parents who go to church every Sunday and call themselves Catholic and yet live like the world? There's so much to say, and I don't want to go on with this. I wish we could do something while it's yet day, and while I still have breath. It's not dependent on me, but all of us, while there's still light, while there's still breath, while we still have the freedom to do what we want, what we desire, what God instructs us to do. If anyone thinks of anything that we could start, I still have the energy to do anything. I will do it. Daughters of Mary, Mother of Israel's Hope, we live our faith. We never go out on Sunday to a restaurant or any other place. We've been taken out by families a couple of times, and we didn't want to hurt their families' feelings, so we went with them. But in the future, we won't. We'll simply say it's not a good Catholic witness. And people are going to say, but the restaurants are open anyway. I mean, we should support them. It's the day they're busiest. And the waitresses could make the most money to feed their families. Yes, I know. But that's not God's priority. And we will not do that again. We won't. We could be missing milk. We could be missing something. And we will not stop in a dollar store to get it. If our car is out of gas, we will stop at a gas station for gas. That's a bit of an emergency. But we will make sure that we plan ahead so we never have to fill our car again on Sunday. I don't know what to do, beloved. I keep praying for and looking for and hoping for a way to help this culture. I don't know what's going to do it. We need a leader. Well, Charlie Kirk led millions and affected the lives of millions and millions of youth, bringing them to Christian culture and many to conversion. But he's gone. And we need more than a Charlie Kirk, who some thought could be president of the country one day, which would have been a good thing. But we need more. What is our hope? What is our cure? Not to have certain laws changed, which would be great. Not to have certain people in office, which would be great. Not to have a wonderful new pope who actually believes and follows and teaches and protects the Catholic faith, which would be great. It's up to us, individually, beloved, to live our faith, just because it's true. Not because we're going to change the world, just because we love God. It was Bishop Fulton Sheen who said, who's going to save our church? Who's going to save our world? It's not the bishops and cardinals and priests and religious even. It's going to be the lay people. And we need to do this, beloved.